Hi, how you doing? Jimmy here. The video this week is going to be a little bit different than normal. If you haven't seen my channel before, I'm in the process of converting my Citroen Relay panel van into a camper van. And my videos are normally something to do with that. Either the trips I've done in it or the jobs I'm doing on it, with the exception of a couple of drone videos. So spoiler alert. If you're only interested in camper van videos, this might not be the video for you. It's not directly related to camper vans. What it is, I've taken my camper van off the road this week to do some more jobs on the camper van conversion. And my workshop, as you can probably see in the background, is a tip. So I was trying to tidy the workshop up, put a load of rubbish in the back of the car, took it to the tip, and the tailgate wouldn't open. It had worked 15 minutes before when I was putting the rubbish in, but when I got to the tip, it wouldn't work. So this video is my attempt to fix it. Well, my car is a Nissan Note, and it's got central locking. So when it's working properly, you unlock and there's a little micro switch in the handle. It's not a physical lever that you pull, it's a little micro switch. You hardly have to touch it, but it's not even clicking, nothing. So I've had not this exact problem, but I've had problems like this on other cars with tailgates as opposed to a boot lid, where the normally it's the wash wipe or the centre brake light or something like that, because the wiring harness comes from the car into the tailgate on the hinges. There's two hinges here and here, and it's normally there. Now what happens is over a period of time, if the hinge is like that with the wires connected to it, and it opens and it closes and it opens and it closes, the wires, after they've bent open and closes for a few hundred times, they work harden and the wire can snap. So I suspect that we have a wire broken here. In fact, there might be two, because for quite a while now my rear wiper doesn't park where it's supposed to. So I've got a feeling there might be two broken wires there, and I may be wrong, of course, but this fault is different, because if it was the wash wipe or the brake lights, you could still open the boot to get to the wiring. In this case, you can't open the boot, so we're going to have to take the trim off on the inside and see if any way of getting the tailgate open. Well, firstly, I'll apologise for the light, because there's not enough room in here to get any lights on. The lights from outside don't shine in here, and this light isn't very bright. But what I've done is I've taken the trim off and the door catches here, and it's not what I was expecting to find. You can't see anything down there. You can see the little micro switch unit, but it's all sealed. I was hoping that there would be some external linkages, so I could either get a welding rod or my finger and operate it that way, but there's nothing. So plan B, I think we'll have to take the handle off. So I'll get on with that now, and we'll see what we find when we get the handle off. As far as I can see, there's only 4 10mm bolts. There's one in that hole there, there's 2 in the middle, and there's 1 there. I've got those 3 out now. I'll just go to the last one. I've cracked it. Just need to take it out. Now, you don't want to drop these bolts because they're going to drop down the tailgate. There we go. Last one out. We'll try and take it out, obviously, from the outside. Right, we'll try and get this off. it. Okie dokie, what we got here. Right, what I'm going to do now is just take off that micro switch connector and see if there's any continuity when I operate the switch. Okay, I'm just going to test the micro switch now. So all I've done is disconnect the supply wire. That's the supply, that's to the switch. The wires are so small I couldn't get the probes of the meter in, so I've put two little bits of wire in, and I'm going to just connect an ohm meter to the two wires very carefully, making sure they don't touch. And then if I operate the switch, I hope you can hear that. That means there is continuity through the switch, which means the switch is fine. So it's not the switch. Well, I've been faffing around for the last hour and a half now with the multimeter, trying to take readings from here, there and everywhere, and I confess I am a qualified auto electrician, but I qualified in 1975 when things were a lot different, so I don't know all the ins and outs of this. I don't profess to. I've come up with the conclusion that I think it's a supply wire, the feed wire, that's faulty, and so I'm going to try one last thing, and if that doesn't work, I'm going to call it a day for today. Okay, I was just getting the fire extinguisher ready. No, not really. As I say, I think it's a feed problem. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and bypass all the switching, the switches and things, and put a different feed in. So I'm going to take it from, I've pulled the courtesy light out of here, and I'm going to take the live off the courtesy wire and put it in here. Now, I don't recommend anybody do this if you don't have some idea what you're doing. In theory, if it goes wrong, it should only blow the fuse for the lights. But as I say, don't do this unless you sort of have some idea what you're doing. I'm going to unplug that. And I've just got this bit of wire, it's got no ends on it. I'm just going to push the bit of wire into here, into there. Now this wire now should be live, so make sure you don't touch anything with it. Actually, I'll do it the other way around. I'll put this onto here first. What I've done, I've bared the wires on the wire that I think the problem is on, and I'm going to put a crocodile clip off the multimeter onto there. Now this is all sort of hitty missy, it's not scientific at all, but now I hope that when I touch the live wire with this, it will bypass the switches and something will happen. Fingers crossed. Here we go. Whoop. I think that was it. All I do is hold that in and push the door at the same time, the tailgate at the same time, and I think it should open. There we go. Well, what do I say? There we go. We've got the tailgate on right now. Success. Right. Well, you know what I've just found? Now the tailgate is open and you can see inside of here much easier. There was a much easier way to do this. The micro switch unit has a white plastic cover on it, which looks like the unit itself, but now you can see it properly. So it would have been a bit tricky, but there is a cover I could have pulled off, and then there's a lever behind there that I could have just pulled. It would have saved all of this and all of the hour-and-a-half clot on with the wires. But we won't dwell on that. And at least we know now that the switch and the lock unit is working okay. And the problem is probably where I thought it was from the beginning. So here you can see there's a one there. That's probably for the centre brake light, and that's the one I'm more concerned about. And I'm all over the place. Yeah, that's the one, and all the wires go inside there. So what we're going to do now is to take that apart and see. I'm even more convinced now that the problem is in there, but we'll just see. Oh, this is all split, and it's been repaired before. You can see the red connectors there, or can you? See the red connectors there, and there is broken wires. I can see them already. Yeah. All right. Well. Oh, great. 1, 2, 3. There's not 2 broken wires. There's 3. One of them is 2 of them have been repaired before. So it's pretty safe to say we found a problem. Now the wires need to be repaired, so I'm not going to show you how to do that. That's pretty boring stuff. So I'll repair the wires, and then I'll show you it if it works. Well, I've repaired all the wires now. Not as easy as you might think, because Nissan, in its infinite wisdom, has made all the wires white. What a crazy thing to do. But we'll try it now and see if it works. I haven't put it all back together yet. There you go. Yep. I'll just try the wipers. Yes, wipers are working fine now, and they're parking in the right place. Parking, if you don't know what I mean, when you turn your wipers on and they're going across the screen and back, if you turn the wipers off on the switch, when the wiper is there, you want it to park out of the way where it should. So over the last, I don't know, quite a while, when I've turned mine off, it just stops where it likes. But now, if I turn it off when it's here, it'll keep going until it parks back in the right place. That's what I meant by parking. So everything seems to be working okay now. Just have to put everything back together now. Well, it's all back together now. And just check to see if it's still working. Yes, it's working. Right, I'm going home. I'm starving and I'm frozen. And I'm pleased that's over. Well, that was another sort of different video. Not so much a how-to as a how not to. Just remember, if you've got a Nissan Note, there's a cover and you can take the cover off. Anyway, that's this one finished. If you've been entertained, if you've liked it, if it's been helpful, give me a thumbs up and think about subscribing if you want to see me do more unnecessary things. But anyway, till the next time, take care. Thanks for watching.